Hey homies, welcome back. Today I have another background die from Lifescraft. This one is an interesting shape. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. And I have a technique I want to try with it. Again, I wish this guy was a magnet card because he's so cute. Look at little fox. So the way this fits on the card is about like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it about like this. And we're going to do some stamping. So we're going to use this Rubbernecker stamp set. I love this stamp set. It's so pretty. And I think I'm going to use Your Friendship is a Blessing. And let's get started here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is stamp. This is a lovely little poppy flower. We're going to use Raven Detail because I'm in love with it. I have this scrap of like a blush colored paper. I think it might be scrapbook.com, but I'm not sure because I don't label my scraps. They just all go in a bin. Out in the middle. Voila. So now we've got two images. We've got this pretty color and just a plain white. I'm going to cut this one from this die. I think I want to position it this way. And it's going to go about like this. Yeah, actually, we're going to take those triangles all the way off on that side. Okay, so this one's cut, and I wanted all those pieces to stay together, so I used some mint tape on the back. I'm going to set this off to the side, and we're going to color our white image, and I'm just going to do some really quick watercolor with it. Nothing fancy. It's going to be very soft looking. Let's see. We're using this peachy paper. So how about, oh yeah, Tattered Rose and Rusty Hinge. Okay, so we'll do the Tattered Rose around the outer edges where it's going to be, the petals are going to be a lighter color. I'm just going to roughly color them on here. Go in with some water. And then we'll go in with some Rusty Hinge. And we're going to move that Rusty Hinge around. Add water. There we go. And now we'll take some green on those stems. Just a little. Doesn't need to be a lot. And again, just take the wet brush. There we go. I'm going to cut this image out the same way I did the peach. So I'm going to try and get it roughly in the same spot. And put a little tape down so it doesn't shift on me. That should be about right. If not perfect, it's going to be very, very close. I'll get this cut out and shall return. Alrighty, so here we've got our two images. And yeah, that's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. I'm not sad about it. We use this really cool background die. So I've got my card here. And we're going to glue this on just about like this. I'm going to trim this off with the paper trimmer so it's a little straighter. And then we're just going to add this right on top of the card. Now we have this piece. And what I want to do, I'm going to take these stamped image parts. And we're going to place them right over. So you've got these images now inlaid in there. Get all this cleaned up, and then we're going to come back and do some splatter. We're going to use 4 colors, so we're going to use the colors we colored with. Rustic, Rusty Hinge, Tattered Rose, and then a little black soot also to get some black in there. And we're just going to go right off our brush, or our pencil, with a wet water brush. rustic. And lastly, some black soot. Get my green cleaned out of my brush here. I really like doing it off the pencil like this. Now, I actually put some mint tape on the back of my card to keep the back clean. Voila. So I'm going to get this dry, and then we'll come back and do our sentiment. Lovely. I just think this is the best sentiment. Such a nice, lovely thought, you know. I'm going to flag the end. So you cut, the easiest way for me is to cut in the center. And then you go in from the corners to the center. It's the way my stroke brain handles it the best. And I'm more likely to get it even that way. Wrap some twine around the flagged end of my sentiment there. Add this to the front of the card with some foam. Right on the front there. Okay, we're gonna add just a few white sequins to finish this off. Just a few. I'm gonna try really hard not to over sequin today. Do one there, and one there. How's that? 3. Need odd numbers, yo. Just these little white ones. And I think these are from that section in Joann's where like the kid crafting stuff is. Those sequins were really inexpensive and very, very shiny. I liked them a lot. Alrighty, friends, here's my finished card. We used this cool background die cut from Lifescraft. And then we stamped on some colored cardstock and used the die. And then on some white cardstock and again used the die. And then popped the white images in. And then the stamp set is this Rubbernecker from 2023. Such a sweet, sweet stamp set. Your friendship is a blessing. And of course, no naked inside. Have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.